Hey, check it out, Hammer fam. Welcome back to HammeredHead. We got another fan submission today from Jack. It's the Star Wars Rebels animated version of Princess Leia Organa. Hey, thanks so much, man. I love Star Wars Rebels, and it was really exciting to see Leia pop up in there. So I really appreciate the submission. This is a pretty unique look for her, so it's going to be a great review. But it's a cool image on the card back. Great interpretation of her appearance in the show. Looks pretty intense. There's like an explosion or something going on around her. It's a cool outfit, pretty unique. Figure looks decent in there. She's got like a cool zipline accessory. So that's pretty sweet. I do wish it wasn't Rogue One collection, but you know, what were you going to do? That's what was coming out at the time, so that's what they put her on. It's whatever. And then pretty, whatever, back of the card. As Princess of the Royal House of Alderaan, Leia was tasked with the delivery of relief supplies to the needy citizens of Lothal, a useful cover for her true mission of covertly aiding the efforts of the growing rebellion. Yeah, so, she got a quick appearance in the show, but it was a cool episode. That's how we got the HammeredHead Corvettes, which are my favorite ship, personally. Love to see those. So yeah, pretty great to have her in the collection. Let's open her up and take a look. Alright, check her out. She does look very animated, but also very good. It's a really great likeness for Leia. Biggest complaint I'd have about the figure is her feet are minuscule. So even on like the flattest surface, it's pretty tough to get her to balance. You really got to use a stand to get her to stand up. But that's okay. She still looks good. Just pop her off there. Taking a closer look here. She's got a good face sculpt and really good painting on it. Again, it really does look like the character out of the show, like a very young, like teenage Leia. So great detailing on that. The hair is a really nice sculpt. There's even like a bow or hair clip or something in there, which looks nice. The outfit's a little basic. It's pretty much just plain blue and white. But there's like a little symbol up there by the neckline. She's got a few like bits and bobs on her belt. The grip on the blaster is a little loose. Not horrifically so. But you can see it does wobble around in there, and if you bump into her, she's going to drop it. And then, same thing with the boots. Nothing too fancy sculpt-wise. She kind of has, like, some heels going on. But, yeah, overall, a simple figure, but definitely matches the spirit of the show very, very well. And articulation-wise, it's just a normal 5 POA. Nothing too crazy. It is a ball joint head, not swivel, which is nice. And then swivel hips there. So pretty standard for the Rogue One releases, but this one is by far one of the most animated looking figures we've gotten. Do get a couple accessories. Standard Stormtrooper blaster, which actually is a really great sculpt, surprisingly. Really pronounced power cell there, which is nice. It's all black, nothing fancy about the paint, but it looks good. And secondly is the grapple system, which, oops, got a little tangled there. It's a nice shade of like bronze on the hooks themselves, with a pretty cool sculpt. And then the part she actually grabs onto looks a little goofy, but it's sufficiently Star Wars-y, and I think it fits the figure well. Let's give it a shot and test it out, see if it actually works. Alright, so we followed the instructions and stuck her arm right up in there. It's a bit difficult to get her to grab the handle, but it's a good fit for the arm. Now let's see if it actually works. Here we go. Alright, well, she went down there. That was pretty cool. So that's the Star Wars Rebels animated Leia out of the Rogue One collection. I'm incredibly satisfied with this figure. It is very simple in terms of sculpt, paint, and articulation. However, this iteration of Leia is only in one 20-minute episode, and it's very faithful to her. Excuse me, thank you. It's very faithful to her animated appearance, which I appreciate. And again, it's only a token appearance, so I'm fine with a token figure. She doesn't need to be super complex in action figure form. Just the fact that she exists is great. And again, as a lover of the Hammerhead Corvette, for obvious reasons, this is just a great episode in general. So I'm glad that they made this Leia into a figure, and she's in the collection now. So Jack, thanks so much for the contribution. She turned out really great. Super happy to have reviewed her, and she's gonna look great with the other Rebels figures. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. As always, be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.